What's going on, guys? Aarava here. Welcome back to my F1 Manager career mode on Motorsport Manager, episode number 5, I believe, and this is going to be the finale of this season. We've got 3 races left, so we're going to do a bit of a special 3-race episode, and if you missed the last part, well, we did some work with some cash, and you can see now our bank balance is now only 1.3 million in debt at the moment, so we've done some work there, reduced the debt, and hopefully we can get it into the green, as it were. I think that's the phrase. Get it into the green this episode. Hopefully we're getting some qualifying and race bonuses done. Also, last episode, a few of you guys were saying that the audio might be a little bit out of sync with my webcam, but when I recorded last episode, everything seemed fine until I rendered out the video, so it seems like something's going wrong in the rendering process maybe, or even when I upload it to YouTube, but as I record it, it should be in sync, so I'll try and see how it goes for this episode. If it's out of sync again, I do apologize for that. I just don't know how it actually goes out of sync, because it's all fine until I hit render on my software and then upload it on YouTube, so I'm not too sure about that, but I do apologize for that if it's a little bit out of sync, but at the moment I just can't do much. I'll have a look at it a bit more in depth once this episode's done, but let's continue on. We got Sochi next, which is round 9 of 11. Males not going to be much of importance, so let's go ahead with a dilemma first, actually. So should the World Grand Prix Championship still be considered the pinnacle of motorsport? It's what I've dreamed of as a kid, or wherever I am is the oh Jesus Christ, that second option is so big-headed. That's like something Mourinho would say. I'm gonna go with the first one. I'm not gonna be like an arrogant prick, so we're gonna go yes is always what I've dreamed of. Let's get on to the qualifying now for the Sochi Grand Prix, the Russian Grand Prix, basically. Right, it's going to be raining at the moment with sunny spells in 32 minutes, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. But 32 minutes probably says to me that it probably won't dry up before the qualifying session ends. So we'll get a 1.8 bonus, 1.8 million that is, if we qualify ahead of the position. So let's send them out, and I completely ignored what on earth the setup was. But looking at the circuit, I'm going to go with acceleration and neutral for Vettel, and I'm going to try neutral and cornering for Hamane. Let's see, because you got some twisty corners. Obviously, you got the long pit straight, but you got a lot of winding corners, a lot of hairpins, double left hand, that sort of thing over there on the kind of middle of the track. So, you know, acceleration out of corners is probably important. Maybe the cornering aero might help Hamane in the corners. We'll see how it goes, but truthfully, I completely just forgot to look at it. Right, I sped things up, so let's see how they get on. So first sector, all green, obviously, but we'll see how it goes. Generally in the wet in qualifying, a lot of teams find a lot of pace later on. So we're 5th and 6th at the moment, but I'm not going to count my chickens yet. I don't even know if that's a phrase either. We're just saying a lot of phrases that probably aren't even phrases. Right, so at the moment, I'm just literally looking through the timing and just kind of waiting, because it's a 1:21 lap. So I'm going to wait right to the end to put in one final lap. Hopefully the track's dried out a little bit more, maybe. It's not going to dry out completely. You've got 23 minutes still till the sun period, but at least maybe it might improve a little bit. So we're at 2:30. So let's send out Vettel now. We'll send him out on acceleration neutral again. That sort of worked for him. And then Hamane will send out again. Actually, you know what? We'll wait a little bit more and we'll send him out last minute. There you go. Send out. Let's go. Right, Vettel is set 2 green times. Hamane just got across the line in time. He set a white first sector. Vettel's only finished up in 16th place, so not too great for him. And Hamane finishes up in 16th. So way off the pace. Our qualifying objective was 8th, and we finished 16th. So yeah, not that great. So our race objective is finish 7th or above, and that's for 1.9 million. It's going to be all sunny, thankfully. We're both going to start on the hard tyres. That's what the game is kind of recommended to me, and I'm going to have to agree, because we're so far back, it's probably worth trying something like that. Maybe going conservative for quite a lot of the race and seeing how that works out. So let's start the race and get going for the Russian Grand Prix. The third last race. Come on, I need that 1.9 million. If we get that 1.9 million, we're straight out of debt, I think. So 5 red lights to the Russian Grand Prix from right at the back of the grid, pretty much. 16th, 17th. Good start. Looks like one car really bogged down there, so we're up into 15th and 16th, respectively. We all really bunch up there in that first corner, quite weirdly, but we're up into 15th now with Vettel. Hamane making a poorer start, actually, which is quite surprising, because in this season so far, Hamane's been the one that's had the measure, really. Right, I'm putting them both conservative right now. We're going to go very conservative for this first stint on the hard tyres. Try and stretch them out. It's sort of worked a lot in the past few races where I think the person... I've already sort of split the strategies. I've split them usually with one person conserving hard tyres and the other one pushing on softs and hards. And generally the one who conserves it probably has the better kind of ride, easier ride for most of the race. Saying that though, Vettel's last now in 20th place, but that is because he's conserving and he's on hards. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the grid are on softs. Yeah, most of them are on softs, so I would expect us to be slow right now, but obviously later on in the Grand Prix we'll go on options maybe right at the end, last stop, and we'll see how we do. Right, so midway through lap 7 right now, we are on basically halfway tyre wear for both these guys. They're in first and second at the moment. I've taken them off conservative so they can push a little bit more. At the moment, looking good, but obviously the guys right behind us, the pink team, are literally right behind us, sandwiching us actually, because we're now first and third. But we're coming through to the pit stops. We're probably going to pit this lap actually, so we're going to pit on for another set of hard tyres, Vettel again, because it looks like the hards are going to be the better tyre, because if that goes 9 laps, if we can go another 9 laps, we can just go to the end of the Grand Prix, really. So let's conserve with Hamane and Vettel as well, and we can go to the end of the Grand Prix, because that went 9 laps, and I took it off conservative at the end, so we could go right to the end now. And looking at the rest of the grid, it's all a little bit bunched up. There's quite a few people on hard tyres just like us right now, but there are a few on soft, so we'll see how it goes. No rain, forecasted or anything like that. It's going to be cloudy in 12 minutes, but no test tube filling up this time, so it's all good. And at the moment, we're now in 3rd and 6th, and we're conserving still, but we've got 4 laps left, so I'm probably going to take it off maybe around lap 15 and just let them kind of, go normal pace. Right, we're getting on to lap 15 right now. I've just taken them off conservative, so 2 more laps, or 3 more laps, including the one they're on right now. And we should make it to the end, hopefully. And we're in 6th and 8th at the moment, so doing well to maybe get that objective of what was 7th place with Hamane. Hopefully Vettel can get up there. There's a bit of a gap behind Vettel, you can see. If we slow this down there, a bit of a gap behind Vettel. And Hamane's being chased down by that guy, Koons in the orange car. But Vettel's all good. He's got a bit of a gap to Sawyer in the yellow car. So Vettel should be fine. It's going to be Hamane that maybe slips out of 6th down to 7th. But that's fine. As long as we get 7th or above, that's going to be good enough for that 1.9 million. And the race is finished, and we've got 6th and 8th. How about that? There you go. We've got that 1.9 million. So we turned that around. We turned that around from what was it, 17th, 18th. So good, really good, solid turnaround. The 2 hard tyres really worked well. Conservative, a little bit of pushing right at the end. It worked well. So at the moment in the Constructors, we are 6 points off American Engineering for that 5th place, slap bang in the middle of the championship. So that's getting very, very close. We could try and see if we can maybe overtake them in the championship. That'd be pretty damn good. Hey, look at that. We're in the green. We're $70,000 in the green right now. Get in. After, an entire season, basically, of worrying about debt, we're now back in the green, boys. We're all good. Alright, we've got some sponsor things. We've got secondary sponsors to look at. We've got BFG Bank, Penguin Toys, bit of a weird sponsor, not going to lie, and Bitter Chef. So, the one that pays out the most, Bitter Chef, 13 months. Yeah, I'm good with that. I think that I'll sign that deal off. Right, it's time to start the second last round of this season, the São Paulo Grand Prix, or the Brazilian Grand Prix, basically. It's going to be cloudy right now, and 34 minutes, a lot of rain, but 34 minutes, probably going to come after the session ends. Safety car high. Let's this time actually look at the setup, acceleration and neutral. Okay, got it. Right, we're going to send them out, acceleration neutral, and we'll see how that goes. But to be honest, it's quite a windy track, so... Anyway, at the moment, green sector times, obviously, they'll come across. 2nd and 3rd at the moment. A few people setting their lap times as well. And we stay in 2nd and 3rd, even with a few people making their lap times at the moment. So, good start. We'll probably fall down the order, but we'll see how it goes. But I want to do a bit of a contra strategy now. So, Vettel, I'm going to go acceleration cornering. Let's see how that works out. Right, Vettel started his lap. He's moved down to 3rd, and Hamane in 6th. They're both moving down the order, basically, as the session goes on. Vettel's not improved his time. Hamane is improving his time. 2 green sectors, so the cornering aero didn't work out for Vettel there. Hamane improved a little bit, but not too much, and they're staying in 7th and 8th. So, okay, that's okay. I think that's okay. I don't know what the objective was for our sponsors. Hopefully, it was 7th or above, or 8th or above, but we finished the session bang on pretty much as soon as they came to the pits. The session ended, so we'll see how that ends up. It's going to be 7th and 8th, so pretty decent job, I think. And we've got our sponsor objective. It was 8th or above, so we actually did a little bit better there and got 7th, so 1.8 in the bank. So immediately, we've gone from, what was it, 5 episodes ago, in 21 million worth of debt, and now we're 1.8 million plus 70k in the green. Good stuff. Right, it's a 13-lap Grand Prix, so quite a short one, actually, for São Paulo. We're going to start on the hard tyres once again, because it worked out for us quite well. And with 13 laps, I'm not too sure. That sort of tells to me maybe the tyre wear might be a little bit harder. It's a longer lap, obviously, but maybe the tyre wear is going to be harder because of all those, kind of swooping corners and a longer lap time. So we're going to go on the hard tyres instead. We're actually going to change Vettel's thing back to neutral, because it didn't really help him have cornering on. But it's all going to be dry in the race, so that's good. We get another bonus 1.9 as usual. Let's start the race and see how it goes. A lot of people talking about us. That's all fine. Here we go to the race. 7th and 8th. Let's get going. Please have a good start. We go to 5 red lights on hard tyres. Come on. All right, that's an okay start. Okay start for Vettel. Not too great for Hamane, but they both moved down actually now as we go through the first corner. They both lost a lot of time through that first corner. They're fine on the initial getaway, and then they just bogged down at the first corner. But they're 11th and 13th. Let's speed this up. Let's see. I'm actually going to put it up conservative as well straight away and see how that works out for us. Right, I was going to do a sit rep right now, but literally as I was about to do it, the safety car came out on lap 4. So we've got a dilemma here. We're on the hard tyres, safety car's out. They say, do we want to change strategy? Now, they're on the hard tyres, and they've got quite a lot of tyre wear left. So I'm going to just say, stay out, just join behind normally. They're 14th and 17th at the moment. So not too great, but you got to remember, most of the other guys are all on softs, I believe. I mean, look at that. The top kind of, yeah, pretty much the entire field is on softs, apart from like 2 people behind us. So we're on a very different tyre strategy here. It's going to be interesting to see if everyone pits behind the safety car. If they do, we could be in the money here, because I don't know. The tyre wear doesn't get affected in safety car period. If the safety car goes on for 2 laps, we could technically conserve right to the end. I'm not too sure. It might be a gamble, but we could see how it goes. Right, we're behind the safety car on lap 6, and you can see our tyre wear right now. We've been conserving the entire Grand Prix, and we've only taken a quarter off. So, let's say we go another 6 laps, that'll be lap 12, and we would have been about halfway through the tyre wear, and then we could take it off conservative. So maybe we can conserve till about lap 11, then take them off conservative, let them race a little bit more, and maybe we could finish up in a good position. We're 6th and 7th at the moment. Everyone else is pretty much on hard tyres, apart from a few softs behind us. So, pretty much most people are going to the end of this race right now. So, it's going to be a little bit against us to get the position we want for the sponsors, but let's see how it goes. Right, end of lap 7. I'm pretty sure the safety car is coming in. Yep, it's coming this lap, so we are racing right now. 4th and 5th at the moment. We're still on conservative. Now we're moving down the order as everyone is pushing probably behind us, and we're conserving still because we have a bit more, obviously, more worn tyres compared to everyone else. But I'm thinking around lap 11, maybe lap 10, we take them off conservative, let them have a go, and let's see if we can just get it to the end. Right, Hamane's in 6th, but he's got a bit of tyre wear, so we're going to put him on neutral right now on lap 10. I'm going to let Vettel go off conservative on lap 11, and hopefully that sees them through to the end of the Grand Prix, and what could be a very good position as they come through. Vettel's going to come through now. We'll put him on neutral. There we go, and he's into first! He's into first. He's into first. Okay, this just got interesting. This just got very interesting. Actually, go back to conserve, because that tyre wear is actually going down a little bit faster than I thought. We've got 2 more laps left. Come on. We could get... Okay, we're in 2nd right now. We've been overtaken, but we could get a podium here. Alright, through the final corner. 1 more lap. Vettel's down to 3rd place right now. Hamane in 6th. But come on. 1 more lap. Half a lap left. Vettel, please, just hold on to 3rd. Hold on to the podium. You can do it. Hamane's down to 7th. Oh, no, we moved down to 4th and 5th. Oh, so close. So close. We got so close to a good podium. We were 1st at one point, but I don't think we're ever going to win that race. But we could have got a podium there. Just unfortunate. The tyre wear kicked in eventually at the last minute. I felt like if I kept it on conservative anymore, we wouldn't have even been in that position to maybe fight for it. So it was okay, but we got our objective of finishing 5th, which is quite a high objective, to be honest, for that Grand Prix. So I'm glad we got that. So another 1.9 in the bank. So in terms of the standings right now, we've actually overtaken American Grand Prix Engineering, whatever the names are. We're on the same points as them, 85-85. So we've got ahead of them basically on the last finish, I'm guessing. So we're in 5th place right now. So it's going to be quite crucial. Can we get that 5th solid middle way? Because obviously, the more you get up in the positions, that's prize money. So we really need to work on beating American Engineering, the kind of like dark turquoise car, basically, at this final race. But in the drivers, I'll let you guys know because I haven't really shown it to you guys. I haven't really bothered showing you because it doesn't really matter too much, to be honest, in terms of for their championships. Hamane's in 7th, you can see there. Vettel in 12th, not too interesting. I think the Constructors is probably a bit more interesting because that's where the prize money is going to be for next season. But you can see we're now lovely 3.5 in the green. We are balling in money right now again. Right, who should we please more, the fans or the sponsors? Sponsors are 100, so no-brainer. Fans, 95%. We'll get them up. Sponsors will go down. The drivers are at 0%, so that's interesting. I'm pretty sure that's a glitch because I haven't done anything to the drivers. That's a little bit worrying. We'll forget about that one. We'll pretend we didn't read it. Right, so it's time for the last Grand Prix at, I think, Doha. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's going to be sunny, 16 minutes till rain. So again, yet again in qualifying, probably going to rain after the qualifying is ended. But it's at Qatar, Doha, and it's a very, well, dull track. Neutral straights, you don't say with that sort of track. So that's a little bit of a shame. We're ending quite a fun season at a very boring triangle circuit. You've got some real imagination there, Qatar. You really do. Right, they're coming through on their laps. Vettel going purple at the moment, so he's into first place. Hamilton up in the third, so it looks like we're pretty good at this kind of triangle oval circuit at the moment, but we'll see if we go down the order later on, but we'll send them out now again. We can probably squeeze in like 2 more laps, actually. Instead of usually we have to do 2 flying laps, we can probably squeeze in 3, actually, at this rate. Right, so we're on a third lap. It started to rain, though, so it sort of neutralised the entire qualifying session. So, I actually underestimated. I thought the rain was going to come straight off the qualifying session like most of the other 2. But, no, it actually started raining during it. There was actually enough time in the qualifying session for that. So, fair play. But that means it's going to neutralise the entire session. And means we're going to start the race in 2nd and 4th for the last round. There you have it. Another 1.8 and 2nd and 4th. Not too bad. Not too bad. Only like 1.5 off the pace for 4th place there for Vettel. And strategy, well, 24 laps, it's an oval circuit. You know what, let's go, hards have been going well for us. Hards have been a good tyre for us this entire episode. So let's start on hards, go neutral straights. Let's see what we can do with conserving it again. Alright, we go to 5 red lights. Come on, boys, we need to finish ahead of American engineering. And as I say that, Vettel and Hamilton have the shittest starts of the century. Great job, guys, great job. 6th and 12th. Fantastic. Right, put them both on conserve at the moment as we go on to lap 3, and we'll just see how it goes. Again, we'll try and conserve as much as we can, then go on another set of hards, conserve for that, and then go on softs maybe at the end. Who knows, maybe if the hard tyres can go even longer, it could just be a one-stop. Right, lap 7, some people come in the pits, everyone basically on soft tyres, so because of that, we're now up into 6th and 7th, so looking pretty okay. And, well, looks like the hard tyres aren't actually wearing out that much. They could go 12 entire laps, so this could literally be a one-stop race. Hard tyres, 2 sets of hards, 12 laps each, which would be pretty damn perfect. Right, so lap 13 right now. Hamilton pit the lap earlier, lap 12. Now Hamilton is into the pits. We're going to put them both back on conserve. I told them to push right at the end of their stints, but they're out there. Oh, my bad. Vettel was pitting right there. So now you've got Hamilton in 8th, Vettel in 10th, and we can go to the end of the race on conserve. So looking pretty good. We could get a quite high position. Hamilton wants to push the car. No, just keep driving your yard, mate. We're good. We're good. Just hold it. Hold it. Hold it. All right, if people pit in, I mean, most of them on soft tyres. Okay, the top 3 on hards, but they're wearing out. So we're looking good for a very high position here. Here we go. Everyone to the pit. No, Paul. I was just about to say, everyone's in the pits. Great job. 1, 2. No, Vettel retires. Great one, game. Thanks. This game actually hates me. Let's have a look at Hamilton. He's in first place still. Please hang on. But this game hates me. It just does. It just does. I'm talking to you, developers. I don't know. They probably don't watch my videos, but I know the creator watched one video at least because he tweeted me about it. But if you're watching this right now, just slide in some hacks for me on the PC version, please. But let's get back to the action. We're in 2nd, unfortunately. I just caught that at the back of my eye. So everything's going wrong right now. We were 1, 2, and now we're 2nd and retired. Right, I'm going to tell him to push. Push, Hamilton. You got 1 lap left. You may as well push. Let's see what you can do. Can you overtake the guy? Probably not. We come through the final corner, and that is going to be it. 2nd place, unfortunately. We are without a win in this season, if I'm correct. I mean, my memory is so poor in this series, so we might have won a race and I didn't even remember it. But I'm pretty sure that's our best finish. 2nd place, 1.9 in the bank, and I'm pretty sure that means we've definitely beat American Engineering for 5th place in the championship. 2nd place, great job there. And what is it going to be? So Hamilton finishes 6th, and there you go. We have beaten American Engineering, and we've solidified that 5th place in the championship, so that will help us a little bit, get a bit more funding for the next season. So there you have it. We have finished off Season 4 of Motorsport Manager. We're 6.9 in the green right now, which is really good. We should get a load of prize money, and at the moment also, all our engineers are basically all expiring literally now at the end of the season. So perfect timing. We'll fire all of them, or basically just not renew their contracts. Hire a whole new staff, hopefully. Maybe even look into hiring new drivers, young talent maybe. I don't know how the young driver's doing. Well, that one looks pretty damn good. Westfall looking pretty damn good. All blue stats, so he's looking good. So it's looking good for the next season, Season 5, which will be season 2021, which is rather weird to say, but if I end season, I will just know, okay, so we're going to get 7.25 million for coming 5th in that championship. So that's not too bad. That means we'll get about just a bit more than 10 million in the bank to start the next season off, which is pretty good. So, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. But that's going to be it for Motorsport Manager. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break from the series, guys, for maybe like a week or so. So the next season, Season 5, if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button to let me kind of notify me that you want to see that for sure. And I'll probably start it in about maybe a week or two time. Just take a little bit of break because I've got some other kind of video ideas, some one-off videos that I want to do that you guys have also been saying that I should do. So because of that, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this series, give ourselves a little bit of a breather, and then we'll come back to it in maybe like a week or so, and we'll start off Season 5, which will be the season 2021. Still sounds weird to say, but anyway guys, I've been over. I hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you guys next time.